I'm Carol Denicker, and I'm very proud to be part of the World Wellness Online event where about 38 wellness professionals from all over the United States, maybe all over the world, have come together to help all of the people who are feeling stress and certainly feeling the effects of the coronavirus. And so 3 days, 100% free, and you can check out all the different events on this website where you found me. Okay, so let's begin. What I have for you here today is a process to help stop negative thinking. And while there's good reason to feel stress, and we're certainly all out of our element for the time being, for some people, negative thinking is really taken hold and it's starting to affect their lives. And so this process will help you if that is the case for you. The first thing you need to understand is that if you're aware of negative thinking, you have to define it, choose what those thoughts are, and actually choose getting rid of them. In other words, I can't make you do it, and I don't want to, but you have to recognize that these thoughts are getting in the way of your life, and you're ready to rid yourself of them. So there will be some relaxation training. This is a hypnotic technique, so it will be deeply relaxing. The technique that I'll be using is actually called thought stopping, where we'll be doing some positive reframing and letting go. Afterwards, we'll have some tips for maintaining the positive thinking that you establish here today. And on the website somewhere, I haven't seen it yet, but somewhere there is a recording that I prepared. It's called Stress Buster, and you can download that and make good use of that too. Okay, so hypnosis is a very powerful technique for change, and one of the reasons that is so is because of something called neuroplasticity. And that's simply the brain's ability to reorganize itself. It forms additional neural connections, and that allows the neurons in the brain to adjust and respond to change. So you may wonder, how can this change take effect so rapidly? That's why. And you'll be able to listen to the recording that I prepare as part of this presentation again and again for, I think, approximately 45 days. I'm not sure about that, but you certainly will be able to reinforce it if you'd like to. Well, when you think about neuroplasticity, you can compare it to bike trails in the woods. So I have an image there for you of a bike trail in the woods, and you can see how the cyclists have worn a path through the repetitive use of that trail. And so in a way, your neural pathways are comparable to those bike trails. The more you think those negative thoughts, the more circuitry your brain is wiring to that thinking. And so luckily there is a way to stop that, That's a habit of thinking, and we're creating a new habit, thinking positive. So this process that I'll be using is a very simple 3-step technique, actually, where you're going to identify the negative thoughts and then stop those thoughts and replace them with your preferred thinking. So I'd like you to start to bring to mind first of all, the negative thinking that you would like to get rid of, and then the preferred thinking. So we're going to have both, sort of programmed in there today, if you like. Okay. So you want to know what that is, so you'll be ready. Okay. So there are 3 steps, define that negative thought, be aware of what's going on in your head, and decide that, they're just unrealistic or they're irrational, or certainly anxiety provoking. Um, you want to be able to recognize that these negative thoughts are futile and are worth getting rid of. So you won't want to use this process unless that were the case. You have to agree that these thoughts are, doing you harm, and you prefer to get rid of them. And so using a technique like this or any other technique, really, it's something that's your choice. You have to make it your choice. I can't do it for you. Nobody can do it for you, but I can guide you through this lovely, relaxing technique that can change your life today, if that's what you'd like. So to describe thought stopping a little bit more, as I said, it is a hypnotic technique, and if you listen to the recording after today, or if you are listening today, you want to make sure that you're not engaged in activity of any kind, and certainly that you're not driving. It's something that you want to listen to at a time and in a place where you're not likely to be disturbed. Okay. So this is, my gift to you to foster positive thinking in light of everything that's taken place, the impact of the pandemic. And so use it as often as you want, share it with whomever you like. That would make me very happy. So I do need you to understand that me, Carol Denicker, North Shore Hypnosis, New York Hypnosis Training Center, or my wellness center, the Havoc Wellness Center, are not responsible for the results that you would receive, okay? If you want this change and you expect this change, it will happen for you. I have no doubt about that. So I have some nice relaxing visual here for you. I am going to minimize my picture so that you can just enjoy this process. And let me get rid of that first. Okay. Alrighty. Little relaxing music in the background. The first thing I would like you to do is make yourself as physically comfortable as you can be. Make sure that your arms and legs are uncrossed, and that you're well supported, your back, your neck supported, because you're going to relax. And then when you're ready, if you would, just gently allow yourself a nice, slow, relaxing breath. And when you exhale, intend that you're breathing away all the stress of the day. You have that power. And then, as and when you're ready, take a second breath and double the relaxing effect that you experienced with the first. And when you're ready, you can allow your eyelids to gently close. And just listen to the sound of my voice. It's okay if you notice distractions in the room or wherever you are. You can choose to disregard them. Just let those sounds just take care of themselves. It's also okay if your mind tends to wander from time to time. When you notice that, just bring your awareness back to the sound of my voice. You know, there's nothing that you need to do right now. There's no place that you need to go. Nothing expected of you. Nothing to do now, but relax. That's right. Even as you relax more and more deeply as we go on, you're always aware of my speaking to you, perhaps not consciously listening to what's being said. However, your subconscious mind, your inner mind hears everything. And very soon, as you listen to these words, you may choose to allow what you hear to become your thoughts, your feelings, because they're positive thoughts and positive feelings. Positive thoughts and positive feelings that will generate a whole new way of being. Just imagine that. Now, if you would, I'd like you to imagine that you're standing at the top of a flight of stairs. There are 10 steps on this staircase. Maybe it's an interior staircase, or maybe it's exterior. But you know that these 10 steps are going to lead you to a wonderful, peaceful place. So let's begin descending those stairs. And you can allow yourself to relax more and more deeply with each and every descending number representing each descending step. 10. Just let yourself relax more deeply now. 9. And deeper still. 8. Just choose to let go. 7. You're safe to relax deeply. 6. So let yourself go more deeply relaxed. 5. Halfway there. When I reach the count of 1, you can begin to imagine that very peaceful, comfortable, safe place. 4. Deeper still. 3. Deeper. 2. Just let yourself relax even more. And 1. There's actually no limit to the amount of relaxation you can experience. So let every breath you breathe, let every word I say guide you to a greater and greater level of inner peace. Just imagine that place you love so much. It can be a place that you remember, a place of reality, or you can just allow your subconscious mind to create a peaceful, healing, beautiful place for you. And you can notice everything about it. why it's so relaxing to you. And you go deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. Because you've been troubled or bothered by unwanted negative thoughts. And these negative thoughts may be causing you stress or worry, resentment, fear. But all that's going to change quite soon. And not because I say so. It's because you have chosen to change them. I can't make you do anything you don't want to do, nor would I want to do that. You're in complete control at every level of your mind. And that amazing mind of yours has the ability to change. The past is not the future. You have the ability for rapid change. You know, people don't have bad thoughts because they feel bad. Usually it's the other way around. It's because they constantly think something awful is going to happen. They just have general negative thoughts. That's what generates uncomfortable emotions and feelings. And if you are experiencing negative thoughts, it's diminishing the quality of your life, well, that's why I'm going to teach you a very simple technique. And this technique will empower you to eliminate those unwanted negative thoughts. Just take a nice relaxing breath and let yourself actually drift and float deeper and deeper, more and more peaceful and calm. You know, it's so easy for you to do this. If a negative thought comes to mind, all you'll need to do is make the OK sign by pressing your thumb and pointer finger together. Press them firmly together while you think, or go ahead and say right out loud, stop. You say stop firmly with conviction while you're pressing those fingers together. You say stop. I reject this thought. And then you replace that negative thought by simply saying what you prefer to think. And you repeat it 3 times. Go ahead and do that now. Bring to mind that negative thought it's time to be free of. And say right out loud, stop. I reject this thought. Now go ahead and replace it by saying and repeating 3 times what you prefer to think, the thoughts you're choosing to have. And when you're through, you can slowly allow those fingers to gently come apart because you've now anchored in this new process of thinking. Everything is easier when you approach it with a positive mind. As you learn to notice negative thoughts, you can easily eliminate them instantly by using this simple thought-stopping technique. Because you chose to rid yourself of negative thoughts. You find yourself using this method to free yourself of unwanted negative thoughts more and more. And the more you use it, the more strength you give to this technique. You eliminate negative thoughts easily and rapidly. You find you're automatically thinking more positive, rational thoughts. And you feel happier. You feel much calmer. And you feel so much more confident as well. Positive thinking is now etching new neural pathways deeply in your subconscious mind. Just like bicycle paths are created in the woods through repetition. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And at the count of 5, you can emerge from this deeply relaxed state feeling so positive. It's your choice. You're choosing positive thinking. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eyes starting to flicker open now. 5. Eyes opening. Filled with positive thoughts and feelings and positive energy. Feeling refreshed, enlightened, confident, and you will keep those feelings with you for as long as you wish. That's right. I have to unmute myself. Hi, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a very gentle, very powerful technique. The more you use it, the more like second nature it becomes to you, and the more good it will do you. So we're just going to advance to this last slide now. I think. There we go. All righty. So going forward now, there are some tips, for positive thinking that I can share with you. Certainly, daily meditation or relaxation breathing, also known as diaphragmatic breathing, will, keep you calm. And you can use the thought-stopping process anytime. As soon as you notice negative thoughts, you can actually just imagine a stop sign too. And it will be useful for you if you take action now. Start to develop a constructive project. Whatever you've been doing that hasn't been working, go ahead and do something else. You'll be so much better off if you don't expect perfectionism. Release judgment. I think when we expect everything to be perfect, we're very often disappointed. So that may be a help to you. It will be very helpful to you also if you will focus on your strengths. I'm sure you have many wonderful attributes that make you who you are. It will be useful also to practice gratitude. Even though things can be difficult, we all have something we can be grateful for. That's right. That's right. I actually got a little spam call there. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Um, distance yourself from people who bring you down. Um, Sometimes that's not easy if they're family members, people that you have to work closely with. But if somebody is very negative and that impacts on the way you feel, you think about ways that you can distance yourself from spending so much time with them. And finally, if this is really intense for you, it's time maybe to seek counseling or therapy if those negative thoughts are interfering with the quality of your life. Okay, so I'm glad that I had this chance to be able to be helpful to you. I hope I was helpful to you. And again, this is Carol Denicker saying, have a good day. Enjoy these 3 days with this conference. There are so many wonderful things. I'm going to be around. I'll be on Facebook a lot, and I'll be on certainly participating in that convention because I want to take advantage of some of those lovely things that these very gifted people are sharing. And again, it is for free. You have to go to the website and click on that page where you sign up, and then it's all free. There's nothing that anybody is going to want from you, just that you feel better. And we're going to get through this, I promise. Take care now.